He was the most famous human being on Earth. When he stepped on stage, grown men fainted. Women screamed until they lost their voices. He didn't just walk, he floated. He didn't just sing, he cast a spell. He sold 750 million records. He won 13 Grammy Awards. He was the king of pop. June 25th, 2009, 12:21 p.m. Los Angeles. A 911 call is made from a mansion in Holmby Hills. Sir, we have a gentleman here that needs help. He is not breathing. Within minutes, the internet crashed. Google thought it was under attack because millions of people were searching the same name. The king was dead. But who was he, really? Was he a monster? Or was he a victim? He lived in a theme park called Neverland because he refused to grow up. He tried to buy the childhood that was stolen from him. This is the tragic story of a man who gave the world everything, but had nothing left for himself. Welcome to Defining Moments. Gary, Indiana. A tiny house with 2 bedrooms for 11 people. This is where Michael's story begins. But it wasn't a happy one. His father, Joe Jackson, was a steel worker with a dream. He wanted his sons to be stars, no matter the cost. Joe was a strict disciplinarian. He sat with a belt in his hand while the Jackson 5 rehearsed. If Michael missed a step, bad things happened. Michael later told Oprah Winfrey that he was so afraid of his father that he would vomit just by seeing him. While other kids played baseball, 8-year-old Michael was working in nightclubs until 3 a.m. He looked out the window of the recording studio and saw children playing in the park across the street. He cried because he couldn't join them. He became a superstar at age 10, but the price he paid was his childhood. He said, "I didn't have a childhood, so I tried to recreate it as an adult." Fast forward to the 1,980 seconds. Michael broke away from his brothers. He wanted to conquer the world alone. He released Thriller. It wasn't just an album. It was a cultural earthquake. It remains the best-selling album of all time. He introduced the moonwalk. For the first time in history, a black artist broke the color barrier on MTV. He became more than a singer. He was a phenomenon. But with fame came isolation. He couldn't walk down the street. He couldn't go to a grocery store. He was a prisoner of his own success. His best friend became a chimpanzee named Bubbles. Why? Because animals don't ask for autographs. They don't judge. Then, the world noticed something strange. The king of pop was changing. His skin was turning white. His nose was getting thinner. The tabloids called him Wacko Jacko. They said he wanted to be white. But the truth was painful. Michael suffered from vitiligo, a skin condition that destroys pigment. To hide the blotches, he used heavy makeup. Later, he had to bleach his skin to make it even. He also suffered from body dysmorphic disorder. He hated the face he saw in the mirror because it reminded him of his father, Joe. Every surgery was an attempt to erase the past. He was in physical pain, too. After a terrible accident filming a Pepsi commercial where his hair caught fire, he was introduced to painkillers. This began a dependency that would haunt him forever. He built Neverland Ranch. It had a zoo, a roller coaster, and a train. He invited children from all over the world to come and play. He wanted to be the father he never had, but the world didn't understand. In 1993, and again in 2003, serious allegations arose. The media put him on trial before the court did. Although he was found not guilty on all counts in 2005, his spirit was broken. The trial destroyed him. He became a recluse, moving from Bahrain to Ireland to Las Vegas. He was a king without a castle, paranoid, bankrupt, and deeply lonely. 2009, Michael announced This Is It, a final series of 50 concerts in London. He wanted to prove he was still the king. He wanted his children to see him perform, but his body was frail. He couldn't sleep. He suffered from chronic insomnia. He told his doctor, "I just need some sleep. Please." Enter Dr. Conrad Murray to help Michael sleep. He administered propofol, a powerful surgical anesthetic. Michael called it his milk. On June 25th, the dose was too high. The king went to sleep and never woke up. He died weeks before his comeback. The world stopped spinning. The internet crashed. And suddenly, everyone realized what we had lost. Michael Jackson was a complicated soul. He was a global icon who felt alone in a room full of people. He healed the world with his music, but couldn't heal himself. Here are 3 lessons from his life. Talent is a gift. Character is a choice. Michael's talent was God-given, but his struggle for peace was human. Childhood matters. The wounds of the past, if not healed, will bleed into the future. As he sang, "Before you judge me, try hard to love me." From Gary, Indiana, to the moon, there will never be another Michael Jackson. If this story touched your heart, hit like. And tell me, what is your favorite MJ song? Billie Jean or Man in the Mirror? Subscribe to Defining Moments. I'm Peter. Rest in peace, King of Pop.